Hi everyone, this is Dango. In this video, we are going to talk about what you can do to prepare the Langrisser chess mode or the Magic Tower mode, which will be released after Thursday's major update. So there's just a few days before that, so maybe if you are not ready, you can still prepare a little bit for it. It is going to require you to build like 24 characters, which is a lot. For a lot of like beginners, it may be very hard for them to get like 24 characters ready. So luckily you can still use the mercenary units. And yeah, even for me, I may need to use some of the mercy units because some of the characters that is very good for this mode, I don't really build them. So hopefully, if we are lucky enough, we get some of the top tier characters that I'm going to talk about later, then maybe I will include those mercy units in my box as well. So okay, let's just jump in and start what kind of characters are good. So I'm just going to talk about the mechanism very briefly. I have another video that I showed how the mode works. I showed how this mode works. I'm going to post the link of the video in my YouTube channel as well. But briefly, that mode is basically an auto PvP mode with like 3 towers on each side. The main objective is to actually destroy the main tower from each of the player. And all the characters you put into the battlefield, there is essentially no troops for them, so troop training doesn't matter. A lot of players complain they have like poor troop training, so they cannot do well at Apex Arena. Now this is not the case because there will be no troops at all. So basically it's just the main character and you can only bring one skill. This is very essential. So that one skill could be an active skill, could be a faction buff, or could be a passive skill. So yeah, you really need to make sure like you understand what skill you need to use in this case. Yeah, just because you can only bring one skill, this will affect the useness of those characters significantly. For example, characters like Yusuke will not be very effective, because the only skill that you can bring in that mode is probably the transformation skill. You cannot use any of the other attack skill, including the faction buff. So that makes Yusuke a very bad character in that mode. So this is just briefly on why characters like Yusuke or Kurama, those characters that needs the transformation really sucks. Cause you can only use one skill, and that's a huge limiting factors. What characters are good in this case? So the first type of character that is really good are characters that can revive. So this revive is very strong because when you are attacking the tower, you will get a counter attack, and this counter attack is going to deal a fixed damage on you. So this fixed damage is a fixed percentage damage. So like no matter how strong your character are, like after attacking the tower for a few times, they will be dead. So yeah, this is really annoying. In this case, if you have a character that can revive, then that could be very good. In that case, Landius is a strong character, but if you bring Landius, you have to use the revive skill. So yeah, so Landius is not as good as, let's say, a character like Veigar's. And sadly, I don't really have Veigar's built up, but Veigar's is a very strong because the revive here is built into the talent. So Veigar's is really strong here as well. And Yulia is especially strong in this mode. There is just so many lives you have to kill Yulia with, and Yulia's can like self-heal. It's just a very strong. So Yulia, you just bring the gold immense, and then I think that's like the top 3 characters in this chess mode. The other characters I'm going to talk about after the auto chess is released. I'm going to talk about how you should counter Yulia, but it's not super hard to counter. But yeah, if you don't counter it well, then she can be a major problem on you. The other character that is very good is, of course, Virash. Virash is a strong character that can deal more damage when he has lower health points, and he can revive up to 6 times at 6 star. So that's a very strong character. I don't have my Virash ready. I will have my Virash ready when the mode is released. And the other character that can revive is also Amelia, which should work pretty good as there as well. So those characters are very strong, and yeah, those characters are strong because they can revive, and also leading after the 3-cost skill. No, not the 3-cost skill. Leading with the special gear, right? Leading with the special gear can also revive. I also don't have my leading build. Maybe I will consider build my leading. Leading is actually a very solid character for this mode. So those are the characters that are strong because they can revive. The other characters that are very good in this mode are characters that can attack again. So this is attack again, not like move again or act again. So act again includes if you can like attack and then act again and then attack again, then this is very good. So in that case, the characters that are very good are Leonhardt. So Leonhardt just basically you just bring the fusion skill, and when the enemy is like around their tower or like you have a couple of enemy you need to deal with, Leonhardt is a very like top level choice to use. Hihei is a very strong character as well, just because Hihei this skill can allow you to like attack again for like 2 turns. It's actually a very strong character. For example, this Detlate can act again when she is in a danger zone, which is actually not very strong in this mode. Because like after all, this is an AI battle, so you cannot really planning like where Detlate should move, and yeah, Detlate is not very strong in this mode. Because like the important thing, as we discussed earlier, is to attack again. So Detlate, this kind of like move again is not really favored. So Detlate is not very good. Instead, another character, if you have a strong Sherry, which sadly I don't have. I hope that we can have a 6-star Sherry. But yeah, I don't have it. Sherry is a very strong character there. Because like this is Sherry is a big problem, right? Is the soldiers. Yeah, the soldiers for Sherry is really sucks. They don't have super high attack. But in this mode, it is much easier for Sherry to kill because there is no troops at all. So this can like Sherry can easily just with the 3-cost skill, can just kill one enemy and then just move again and kill another. So that's a very top tier character to use. I may need to, yeah, like I will see. If I cannot get a lot of wins, maybe I will need to build my Sherry. Like, it is not so far away from like 5-star, and yeah, maybe I will need to finish her. So yeah, that Sherry is very strong, and those are the characters that can attack again. So the other characters that can be very good is the characters that can summon a copy that is equal strength of compared to themselves. So these kind of characters are Matthew. So Matthew is actually the top 5 characters in this mode. So the summon that Matthew can do with the 3-cost skill, as you can see, I already awakened my Matthew just for this mode. This is a very strong skill. So basically, you can summon another Matthew. All the characters can only have one skill, but the summoned Shadow of Matthew can actually still have 3 skill on him. So that is going to be an air slash and attack command, and another these sword dance. So this is wow, this is just too much for this mode. This Matthew, the air slash will kill any of the characters in the battlefield because no troops, and then this sword dance is it's a small area but still an AOE skill. Attack command just like if you have a lot of characters when you put your Matthew in, then that attack command is so broken in this mode as well. Yeah, it's just so strong. Matthew is so strong in this mode. I mean everyone have Matthew at 6-star, so if you want to be very successful in this mode, I strongly recommend you. He might be the top 3 in my mind. Like the other top 2 characters are Yulia and I think maybe Gizalov. But yeah, Matthew is very very strong, and yeah, most of the player will have 6-star Matthew. So I really really recommend you to finish your Matthew. I don't really finish my Matthew yet, but I will get him stone ready just for this mode. Matthew is so strong. His 3-cost skill is so strong here, very very strong. And the other characters that I was talking about is Gizlov for sure. Gizlov, like why Gizlov is so strong, right? Well, same thing, right? The summon construct summons like exact same copy compared to Gizlov. Basically have everything, like all the stats the same. Sometimes like when people are talking about Gizlov summon sucks, but not sucks in this case. Gizlov summons can have a lot of like when Gizlov is attacking, when the new accessory is released, when summon the construct will actually get one like improvement. So that's a very very good thing. And when Gizlov is killed, you get another like fully upgraded summons. Yeah, like the construct from Gizlov is going to be very strong after Gizlov is killed. So basically, if you pick Gizlov into the battlefield, it is equal to your like picking 3 characters into that you have 3 characters into the battlefield. So you put in Gizlov summons a construct, so you have both Gizlov and his construct in the battlefield. And then when the enemy kills your Gizlov, there is going to be another fully powered construct from Gizlov. That's why Gizlov is another top 3 in my mind, a very strong character to have. I think even your Gizlov is lower star, you can still use that. Definitely a very very strong characters. The other characters that is very strong, but I don't think I'm going to use that is AKA here. So AKA's talent is basically when any friendly unit dies, you summon a wolf around Akaya, and this wolf is going to have all the stats from the from the leader of the fallen unit. So you basically summons like a very strong wolf as well. And those construct and wolf and Matthew summons, they kind of sucks. Like their single attack is not going to do much in the Apex arena because they don't have troops. But in this mode, remember, all the units they will not have troops. So in this case, the summon units are actually very very strong, and they can just basically help you kill your opponent. Yeah, so this is why AKA here is also very strong. And yeah, you can definitely use one of the other skill, depends on the situation, like depends on at what stage you are into the battle. So you can either choose to assist your like your friendly unit, or you can just do the Dark Rapper for like more damage. So AKA is a very very strong unit, but compared to Gizlov, I would say AKA is a little bit less useful compared to Gizlov, just because Gizlov has one more construct, and the construct is a little bit stronger than AKA's Wolf. So this is another unit that is very strong. So these are the units that are strong because they can summon basically an equal strong copy of themselves. So yeah, that's a very usually those summons are not super strong in the Apex arena, but they are really really strong in this mode. And I have to say, the other characters that are very good in this mode is the AoE characters, because like you hit the tower with AoE, the tower cannot reflect the damage on you. So that's actually a very effective way to bring down the tower. And also AoE is always strong in auto PvP. You guys already use AoE in the auto arena every day. It works the same way, right? Like you put a strong AoE there, you will always have advantage. So in this case, characters like Knight of Mystery, like Shelfonio, like Lamata is very good. So Lamata get a 50% chance at maximum for her special gear to reset the clock, which is actually very very strong. So yeah, if you have your Lamata build, then you can definitely use that. Shelfonio can spam AoE over and over again. When your opponent does not have like the characters to kill your Shelfonio, it is a great chance to actually put Shelfonio into the battlefield, and then the AoE spam is going to be very strong. So the other AoE character that is going to be very strong is actually Ares. So Ares, if you just put in a 3 cost scale, he has a very high travel distance, and then he can attack one unit and then do AoE for all the units around the opponent, around the Ares, and then deal the damage from the Ares X. So Ares is a very strong character for the chess. So if you summon Ares at 4 star or 5 star, I think it is pretty good to bring Ares as well. So and the other AoE characters like Basil, Ritual are just also very strong. Sakura is pretty strong here as well. Claret is strong, right? Claret is one of the other characters that can attack again with the lightning flash scale. So Claret is pretty good. Leon is a strong character to use. So another character that I didn't build is Leon. Yeah, my Leon really sucks. But Leon's 3 cost scale is very strong. It's a single target attack plus a AoE effect. So that's very strong in killing the tower as well as killing the opponent character. So this is very strong. And I think that's pretty much everything that is strong. So for healers, you really need to think about what is the timing to put in your healers. You are definitely not going to deploy your healers first at the beginning, but sometimes if you place your healer at the right timing, they can be important as well. So I still recommend you to put 2 or 3 healers in a box. So that healer can be Diana and Tiaris. I don't think Iris is a good choice there. And if you have Gloret and Layla, that is a very strong characters to use as well. Just do similar thing as Ritual, right? After the combat, they can remove debuff and heal, so which is really good. Yeah, those are the characters that I think are very strong. And if you have time, for me, for example, I may need to finish my 5-star Sherry. I mean, it's not 6-star, but I think 5-star Sherry is good enough. So if you have the resource, you can still do some Gate of Fate. You can still farm their class material to get some of them maxed. So hopefully we will have enough characters to use in this mode. So this mode, a lot of players are thinking this could not be a very fun mode. It looks like so. Most of the Chinese players didn't like it, but still the reward for this mode is really good. So we do have some helps from the Chinese server. I know my business partner runs some of the they still have some of the players that are willing to help in the global server. So if you want to get some help, let me know as well. So you can just let me know from the Discord. So this is all I want to talk about today. And when this mode is released, I'm going to stream and we will see how far we can get there. Okay, peace.